Hey, yo, I saw this video going viral on TikTok, man. I was like, yo, this shit can't be real, man. Listen, this shit is crazy, bro. Let's get right into it, man. We're going to break down this video, man. This shit's getting wild out here, bro. I don't know what's going on with the chicks these days, man. But, hey, this is the kind of chicks you want to stay away from.
These are the requirements that you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids. Number 1 is that you need to be making at least 130K a year.
Okay, let me pause it right there, bro. You heard what she said. A single mom of 3, bro. Let me tell you guys something. If you don't have kids of your own, all right, if you don't have your own kids, don't be dating these chicks with kids, all right? Now, I've dated a few MILFs, quite a few MILFs, but I never like took them seriously because you got to realize, even if you do the stepdaddy shit, there's zero benefits to being a stepdaddy, obviously, because you could build a relationship with the kids, and then out of nowhere, she can just, revoke your your dealing with the kids or whatever. Like you could build a relationship with them, taking a practice, then she could be like, I don't want you to take care of my kids anymore. And then of course the baby daddy. Right. If she has 3 kids, she might have multiple baby daddies. You're always gonna have to deal with the baby daddy drama. It's just not worth it, bro. Like, first of all, she said make 130K a year. If you make 130K a year, you're doing everything I told you to do. You're in great shape. You're lean. Why the fuck would you be, sacrificing everything that you work for her? Because she was obviously making bad decisions. Here's one of the biggest things that no one ever talks about is the way to become a single mom, right? Everyone acts like they're the Virgin Mary and they just magically have kids and these kids are an asset. They literally pick some dude that's obviously not dating them and didn't have to make 130K a year, obviously, but they pick some dude that they wanted to let bust in them, bro. And she did it 3 times. She ain't do it once, she did it 3 times. So you shouldn't pay for her mistakes because you were probably grinding. You were probably in the gym. You probably get your money up. You was probably paying off debt. You feel me? You're probably leveling up. And all those, all the benefits and all the accolades that you built up, now she wants control of that, which is crazy. Let's continue the video.
And you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make 130K or more, then you are out of my fucking league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make 50K a year? Second is...
It's another thing, right? Give me money for my kids. Now, there's actually nothing wrong with chicks wanting you to make a lot of money if they have kids because they're looking out for themselves, right? Because they need someone to pay for the kids. That's cool. Just don't be that nigga. Don't be the simp that actually gives into that shit. All right. Here's the thing. I'm gonna look out for my best interest just like they look out for their best interest. If I'm grinding 2 side hustles, making more than 100K a year, yeah, I'm gonna do what's best for me, and that's not gonna be giving half my money to a couple of kids that I didn't even make. All right. If I'm gonna take care of kids, I want to at least have enjoyed that bust, bro. Like I didn't even bust, bro. I'm taking care of another man's bust, bro. That's not fair, bro. That's literally not fair. It's that simple. So I know a lot of y'all want to be Captain Save a Hoe, right? She might look decent because she has a filter on and stuff like that. So you're probably like, yo, I'll save her, bro. I'll deal with her, bro. I'll deal with her. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy. You feel me? And I know a lot of you guys are dealing with this in today's dating market and shit.
Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit. Okay, I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look old as fuck already. I'm 26. I'm a baby. So yeah, you have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to...
Just see. Yo, listen. This shit's getting out of hand, bro. I might have to stop this fucking video. This is honestly, the first time I saw this, I thought it was satire. I was like, yo, this girl's funny, bro. This is, I was like, yo, this is like one of the funniest chicks I've ever seen. And she's being serious, which is concerning. 3 fucking cars, bro. Listen, she has 3 kids, right? Why not work it out with the baby daddy? And first of all, I know the baby daddy doesn't have 3 kids. I know the baby daddy is not making 130K or has 2 side hustles. So why the fuck should a new man have as higher expectations than a person who got all this shit for free, bro? Come on, bro. Like, I know people say this shit all the time, but this just reminds me of when I got finessed. You know what I'm saying? I went to let's just walk through it. So I needed a car for nursing school, right? And nursing school was the next day. So I was like, yo, I need a fucking car. So I told my brother, I was like, yo, we got to get a car, bro. He's like, where are you going to get it from? I'm like, yo, we might have to go to the sketchy land, bro. So we went to a spot on Congress, South Florida. We went to South Florida, right? Went to a spot on Congress, bro. Some Spanish dude was like, hey man, good deal, $3,000 for this car. I looked at the Nissan. I was like, it looks okay on the outside, right? It says it has 150,000 miles. Come to find out, bro, when the car broke down, they replaced the odometer, so the real mileage was like 300 fucking thousand. And I was like, no wonder the car fucking broke down. So that's what's really going on when you guys are going with these chicks who have like 3 fucking kids, bro. You know, they put makeup on and shit like that, and you think everything's good, and it's like, nah, bro. Like, it's a salvage title, bro. Like, there's 300,000 miles on. Check the odometer for real, bro. Because I got screwed over with that Nissan, bro. That Nissan Altima, bro. Also known as the Nissan Heltima. So it's like, in reality, like, I know a lot of you guys are like, man, I just don't have any options. I have to take this single mom of 6 with 4 baby daddies. No, the fuck you don't, bro. You don't deserve that shit. You don't deserve that shit. Keep leveling up and stay patient, bro. Like, I'd rather not date anybody than date someone who's like a clear headache. This is clearly a headache, right? Specifically, imagine dating this chick and she's gonna put your business online anyways, right? So imagine you decided to be a stepdad and be a simp, right? She's gonna complain about you 24/7 and put you on fucking, on the internet and shit like that every single day.
Have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you? I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're gonna be dating me. Another requirement is that you have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. Have to get a home that has 6 rooms because
This is a joke, bro. At this point, it's a joke. Okay, so first of all, the 8 car seat shit, like, nah, nigga, I'm getting a coupe, bro. I'm getting a coupe. I'm gonna be in my Camaro or a Corvette or some shit. I'm not doing that shit, bro. And like, the way all of this is coming off is as if she's like some kind of prize or some shit. Like, what do you have to offer, bro? Like, you don't have anything to offer. Here's the thing. Imagine working your ass off, getting yourself together, going through all the adversity that we usually go through. Like, you got to remember, as guys, I'm gonna say it because nobody says this shit, bro. At least I went through it. I know some dudes. I got some homeboys. They were Himothy since fucking middle school. That wasn't me. Since middle school, chicks been getting cracked in middle school and high school, and I was grinding, becoming my best self. All right. So by the time chicks get to her age, like 26, they got like fucking 50 plus bodies and shit. I'm grinding my ass off, paying off debt, trying to figure out who I'm going to become, putting on muscle, learning new shit, getting put down by, your peers. Because when you're 18, a chick is in her prime and you're cooked. So it's like they're going to make fun of you. They're making fun of you. They're like, I would never go with you. I only go with older guys, shit like that. You're getting cooked. By the time you get to 26 to 30, you finally start to get closer to your 35-year-old prime. Once you're 35, that's when you start your prime. So you get closer to your prime, you're putting stuff together. I would be motherfucking damned if after doing all that fucking work, right, after going through all those trials and tribulations, if I, treat her as a prize and go to work, you feel me, like 60 to 80 hours a week, grind, go through a lot of stress, and then come home to her and she's like, aren't you gonna feed my kids? Aren't you gonna take us on a trip? Those are not my fucking kids, number one. And like, why would I just add on? This sounds like a not only a full-time job, but dating her just sounds like it'll be more than a full-time job. It'll literally just be, like hell, like literally hell, bro. Like, you gotta, after you get off work, you probably have to do something. Like, you probably have to feed the kids or discipline the kids because they're probably not disciplined. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. They're probably not disciplined because they don't have a mom and dad in the house. All right, probably gonna have to feed the kids. You're probably gonna have to, make dinner and shit like that. So fuck that, bro. You're literally getting off work to work harder when you leave work. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
each of my kids have to be in their own room. So you have to be considerate. Purchase a house that has 6 rooms because that's only...
Purchase a house that has 6 rooms. All right, fellas. So I'm trying to take her advice. Purchase a house with 6 plus rooms. Let me see. Oh man, I can't do this. This is only 5 bedrooms. Let's see. Only 5 bedrooms. Yeah, that's not gonna work, man. Okay, 7 bedrooms. I found them, bro. All right, guys. I think that's $2,249. Oh, 2 million. Oh, okay. Just buy a $2 million house. That sounds great, man.
common sense, like. And if you cannot meet those requirements, then you're not the fucking one. The last requirement is that it has to be pink. If it's not pink,
All right. This is getting out of hand, bro. Look at the house she wants you to get. She wants to get a $2 million house, right? She wants you to do all this shit. And she already has 3 kids. And those 3 kids are probably someone that she actually desired, right? So here's basically what's happening. The people she actually physically desired, had genuine desire for, she already got the kid from them. So now she's just looking to get fucking resources, all right? And there's going to be someone out there that might, actually fall for this shit. But that's what happens, right? The genuine desire that she had, she already, let those dudes bust in her, because best believe we need to bring this to the forefront, right? And stop acting like, being a single mom is a victim. It is literally a decision that you make, all right? First of all, majority of the time you're picking some dude that is some kind of bad boy that says they don't want kids. Number one, and then you let them bust in you. Number two. Here's the thing. All right, here's the thing. I'm glad I had a few scares like, very recently, but I'm still not a father, which is awesome. But anyways, because when I'm ready I will be. But anyways, like generally if you tell a chick, this is just how the shit is these days. If you tell a chick you don't want a kid, they want to have a kid with you. If you're like a lawyer, you have your shit together, you're very professional and gentlemanly, and you tell a chick you want a kid, or you're like some professional, like even when I was working as a nurse and I was telling chicks, I was like, yeah, I'd love a family. I mean, that's just the biggest turnoff of all time to them for some reason. So generally when they make these decisions, it is literally their fault. Obviously the guy's fault too, but they always pick a guy who doesn't give a fuck. So it's like that guy's just gonna leave and he doesn't give a shit. Right. So, and the thing is, generally, when I see, the baby daddy, one look, even you can ask anybody, but when I have one look at the baby daddy, I'm like, yeah, duh. Of course he's not gonna take care of your kids. It's always like they're always like, I can't believe my baby daddy left me. And you literally look at him. He has like face tattoos and he has like a fucking Glock in his. He has a Glock in every fucking picture. Does he look like he takes care of kids? Like it's not. It's never like some professional dude or whatever. Because those are usually successful families. It's always just some dude who's like selling drugs or just doesn't give a fuck or just playing 2K and just has like a Glock everywhere. Or it's like a SoundCloud rapper or some shit. I see that shit all the time, bro. Like all the fucking time. So I'm not gonna do more than your baby daddy. That just makes no fucking sense. Um, if you're a fella, you're working on your purpose, you're grinding. Stay far away from these kind of women. All right, there's gonna be a headache, zero benefits, and honestly, like I know there's zero benefits, but there's actually a lot of issues with it. Cause these chicks, bro, they can. I've seen dudes become stepdads and have to pay child support and stupid shit like that. Like that's just crazy. All right, so stay locked in and avoid these chicks, man. Like stay on your purpose, fellas.